Hey everybody, welcome back to the video. In this one, we're gonna be learning about objects in JavaScript. So before going into the video, I would appreciate you guys liking and subscribing the video and feel free to comment. So let's go into the topic. So first, to define these objects, they're nothing but a storation or a collection of key value pairs and also methods. So you can understand what these key value pairs and methods mean in this video. So watch until the end. So first, let's get started. So since we don't have to do the output dot inner HTML and stuff, we can just do just this document dot get element by ID and then have our result inside this, and there we go. So now onwards is gonna be a lot easier for us. So now we're gonna have our first object. So let's just say let object equals, you can name it anything you want, basically that's a variable. So I'll recommend you guys keeping it const, because that's a better way. If you want it to be changed or stuff, you can do that. So first, our object can contain key value pairs. So to have your key value pairs, you can do something like this. So have your curly braces, and then you can have your key value pairs. So the first key is probably going to be name, of course, because the name is the important thing most of the people use. And then I'm just going to say John, and that's our first name. And you can keep anything you want. So let's go ahead and have another key value. So basically this is the key and this is the value. So key and the value. And here I'm gonna have another one, contact. So you can keep a number. So I'm just gonna say in a string, because I wanted to include +91 and stuff. So if you don't want it, you can just put it. So I just don't want to do that. So let's just put some random numbers: 902 659 1 2 3 4 and something kind of like that. So we have our contact, and also this should have a comma so that you are getting more and more properties inside this. So first the name, comma, and the contact, so that does matter. And be sure to not keep semicolon, because that doesn't work for this. And you can just have another comma if you want, and then have your more properties. Or if you don't have more, you can just leave the comma, that doesn't even matter. So the main thing is, whenever you have two or more properties, you need the comma. If you have just one, it doesn't matter, you don't need it. And be sure to not add semicolon even though you have one property. So that's basically it for this contact name and stuff. So these are our key value pairs, which is the first thing that this object can store. And now we can just access these. So let's just go ahead and access them. So let's just say name and contact, because this is basically going to say that. Or let's just say details, because that's going to be a lot easier. And details, this is going to have a function, because I need it to be work and stuff, so I need a function. You can also have an error function, that doesn't even matter. So let's just go ahead and have our anonymous function right there, console.log. And you can even do output. So I'm just going to do output since we already have it declared. Output inner HTML equals, and then this is probably going to be just as the output inner HTML equals. First, let's just start off by name, and then let's just go ahead and do plus, and remember to have this right here. So if you don't know what is this keyword, THIS, it's basically one of my video in which I explained. So basically, to give a reference or to give a short thing, but this is basically going to refer to the context you are in or the object you are in. We are an object, so that's basically what it's going to refer. And let's just go ahead and give a space, and then let's go ahead and give this dot and our contact. There we go. We have our this dot name and also our contact. So now let's go ahead and get this. So first object, and normally what we would do is just do console.log object, but that doesn't work right here because we are using key value pairs. So for this, you're gonna use object dot. If you want to just access the name property, you're gonna use name, and this should be in console.log because we don't have console.log John right here, so we have to have console.log right there. And let's just go ahead and have our details, because that already is a function which is basically gonna give our contact too. So that's a lot better. And now let's go ahead and go to our HTML document, have our doc type HTML, and our HTML tag, and also our body tag, and our h2 tag, which is gonna have an ID of result, and then we're gonna have our script tag, and this source is gonna be as our index.js, There we go. So let's go ahead and open this with live server. So this is basically what it does. So let's go ahead and do it. And John and our contact, for some reason it just didn't give our whole thing. So let's see what we did right here. So this is what we did right here. So basically we're using 902, and this is just taken as an operator, or minus 659. So that doesn't work. So we just gonna have as a string, and that's probably gonna work now. So let's go ahead and change it to a string. Go ahead and do that, and that's a lot better. John, our contact, and that's better. So that's how you can do this. You can do many things you want. So here, to just give you a overview, it's just, so this is basically a key value pair, which is our key, and then this is our value, and this is our method. So this method is basically going to have a function inside an object, and that is a method. And there we go, this is our function method, and this is basically it. And to call a function, you're going to use object.detailed, because you're accessing something inside the object. So that's why you're going to use object.detailed. And if you want to access the name, you can just do object.name. Since we don't have console.log right there, you can just do console.log or something, or output.innerHTML. So anything works, so you can mess with those stuff. So let's go ahead and create some more objects. So let's go ahead and create two more, and object 2, object 3, you can change these. So I'm just gonna say let's just say John 2, or since this is our third one, John 3, this is our John 2, and let's just change the use last numbers, and that's 5, and that's gonna be 6. And there we go, we have our object done. And if you want to call these, you can just do object.details. Let's just do it 2 times. And since we want that, object 2, object 3, that should be it. Let's go ahead and do that. John 3, 902, 659, and everything and stuff. So the reason why it's not giving all these is we are not doing plus equals, and we also have to have a BR tag though. So let's go ahead and do that. So you can do that, and you also have to have a BR tag, because it's just going to print in our one line. Let's just go do that. Plus BR, plus, let's just do BR right there. And our last time here using our BR, let's go ahead and give a string BR. There we go. So that should work. And there we go, John and our contact, John 2, their contact, John 3, their contact. So that's basically it for this objects video, and hope you understand. So that's it for today's video. See you on the next video. Until then, bye bye.